Hey there, yogi. Welcome to your practice. You can begin on the belly in crocodile pose or modified child's pose, sitting back towards the heels with the knees wide, big toes touching, arms outstretched, forehead down. Breathing here, settling into your water element practice. Breathing deeply, expanding the ribs on the back as you inhale, softening as you exhale. Connecting to the earth element before we begin moving, so that we can move from a stable and grounded place. Coming up to your hands and knees, finding some movement here. You can feel free to keep your knees wide, doing some circles with the hips, really using these types of practices to tap into your intuitive side, into your more primal side. That part of us can be a little bit more scary to show, but you're in a safe space. You're probably alone, so now's the time. Inhaling, look out. Exhaling, round. Finding some, again, exploratory movements, intuitive movements, cat-cows, rib cage rolls, hip circles, whatever feels good in this moment on the hands and knees. Continuing to breathe. Moving into a flow, stand tall on your knees as you inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the ground as you sit back into child's pose. Inhale into a cow, look out. Exhale, round and push up and back into a downward facing dog. Push your knuckles into the mat to take the pressure off of the wrists and find some movement here, exploring what feels good. Good, hands and knees. Inhale, rise up, candlestick, arms can come up. Exhale, fold into a child's pose, or hands and knees. Inhale into a cow, look out. Exhale, round, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Again, find some exploratory movements here. What would feel good in your body? Hands and knees. Inhale, rise up, arms up. Exhale, fold, child's pose or hands and knees. Inhale into a cow, looking out. Exhale, round, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good, walking it out, moving the hips. Walk your feet forward. And begin to roll up or come up with a straight spine, rolling the shoulders back and down, and lengthening through the back of the crown of the head in a mountain pose. And breathe, ground down through the feet. Bring your feet a little bit wider than hip width and begin finding some movement with the hips, kind of like you are hula hooping with an imaginary hula hoop. Good. Now you might feel a little bit silly in today's practice. I will encourage you to explore that. Good. And then transitioning the weight into your right foot as you find some circles with the ankle and the toes, and then switch it over to your right foot. And then bending over, bringing your hands to your knees, finding some circles with the knees here. Just bringing these watery movements and flowy movements into the joints in a safe way. Good, moving all the way up now to the shoulders, forwards and back. And the arms. Maybe getting a little sillier here, doing an imaginary backstroke perhaps. Good. Make this your own. There's absolutely no right or wrong way to do this. Finding some stillness, placing your hands on your body, taking a deep cleansing breath. Breathe. Good job. Now separate your feet as wide as your hands with your arms outstretched, moving into warrior two with the right leg, turning the right toes straight out, gaze out through the right middle finger, and hold here. Good. Placing the right forearm onto the right leg or your hand onto the leg, reaching your opposite arm up and overhead. Coming into Parshva Konasana, side angle stretch. Breathe. Good. Slowly coming up, transitioning into warrior two on the other side. Beautiful. Left toes turn out. Right foot is more parallel to the short edge of the mat, holding here. Feeling free to make this pose your own. My elbows are bent. Relaxing the shoulders, breathe. Opening up the sacral chakra area. Moving into your variation of side angle stretch. Nice long spine, breathe. Notice, feel. Beautiful. Rising up. Heel toeing the feet in just one, so heels in, toes out, lowering down into a moving goddess pose. Really exploring here, tap into your creative side. Again, the sillier you feel, the better here. I promise it feels good. Just moving the hips, exploring what feels good in your body, welcoming the arms to flow in whatever way feels good for you. Beautiful. Finding some stillness, hold, breathe. Legs can be straight, hands on the body. Taking those cleansing breaths anytime it would feel good. Good job. Heel toe the feet towards each other and make your way up towards the front of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, fold. You can deeply bend the knees, let the head hang. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, stepping back to a downward facing dog. Always breathing throughout the entire practice. Make your way to your hands and knees. Swing your feet around in your non-dominant way. Cross your legs with your right shin in front. Pull the flesh away from the sitting bones, sitting up tall. Remember, anytime we're seated or in any pose really, you can use any props that would enhance your practice. So if you'd like to sit up on a blanket or bolster, you can do that. Tuck your chin slightly as you reach your heart forward, lifting your tailbone here to keep the spine long. Now stay there in that forward fold with the legs crossed, or move into pigeon, half pigeon, by bringing your left leg back. Right knee and right leg really stays where it was in the cross-legged position. You do not have to go here, only if this would feel good in your body. Breathe. Feel free to find some little movements here if that would feel good. Maybe moving the torso from side to side, taking cleansing breaths, whatever would feel good. Make this practice your own. Make every pose your own. Really establishing the dialogue between your body and your mind. Beautiful. Lifting your torso and coming back to the cross-legged position with the left leg in front. If you were in the cross-legged position only, just switch the cross of the legs with the left leg in front. Hold here and breathe in stillness. Moving into a forward fold with the left shin in front, lifting the tailbone, drawing the chest forward, tucking the chin slightly, hold here. After a couple breaths, only if it would feel good in your body, move into half pigeon, bringing your right leg back behind you. Good. Folding forward just to where it feels nice and welcome in your body today. Is anything coming up? Any messages? Find some exploratory movements. Tapping into the water element, helping us to be fluid, able to go with the flow. Now if you're in half pigeon, swing your right leg around in front again, coming into your cross-legged pose. Hands on the body, breathe. And lay back when you're ready. Feet wide, knees together. Moving into windshield wipers. Knees going to one side, then to the other. This feels best in my body if the feet are wider than the mat. So feel free to explore the position of the feet. The knees bent, pointing in one direction, then towards the ceiling, then the other direction. Good, and just find some little rocking movements with the legs. Kind of massaging the sacrum and the low back, getting into the hip joints, the pelvic area, the sacral chakra. And find stillness. Breathe, notice. Open to receive messages. Stay there or go into a supine bound angle, soles of the feet together, knees pointing out to the sides. Breathe. Allowing the hips to relax, the pelvis to relax. Again, if this does not feel good in your body, just stay in fallen bridge with the knees touching each other, feet wide. Extending the legs straight out. Coming into our final resting portion of the practice, shavasana. Noticing here the effects of that water element practice. Allowing your body and your mind to be at ease, to rest, let go. Notice how you're feeling. Bring some movement into the fingers and toes. I would love to know how you feel now. If you'd leave a comment, I would love that so much. Have an amazing day. Bye.